here momentarily. The second best of 7 set to go here in Los Angeles. It will still be Mocket in the blue and Northern Gaming in the orange. Game number 1 of our second set. This one takes it all, folks. Win 4 games and you're the champion. Let's find out who wins. I cannot wait to see. It'll be K-Dop and Turbo Pulsa on the kickoffs. And we'll go over to the side, very neutral. Fairy Peak will win out this one. And Turbo Pulsa over to the side. Remco try and pass it out. Now Turbo Pulsa down the field. The chants coming out from the crowds. They want this game to be as exciting as any they have seen all weekend. They'll continue to make noise in support of it. Devo now down into the corner. The pinch off the wall. Put it out into the middle. Remco with a nice opportunity. The clear was not solid from Fairy Peak, but they're able to get that one away. Turbo saving that second jump so long, keeps his offensive going. Can Remco move in? He's going to fall back on defense. This will open up some space for Mocket, and Remco's going to have to play this one smart.
Their last 2 series, Mocket let the first games go out of hand. So many goals they let their opponents put in, but now it seems like they have a bit more control.
That smooth move from Devo to put that one away from his goal. Now it's back in the blue corner. 4:08 left to go. Quiet first minute, both teams with opportunities on offense. Good Turbo Pulsa down the field. K-Dop up and into the side. Fairy Peak follows, double commit there from Mocket, but a triple commit on defense from Northern Gaming. Neither team will get punished too hard. Remco will put it into the corner alongside Devo. Turbo Pulsa moves in from the back, sweeping in. They'll rotate around. Now the ball back. Spending more time near the ceiling than it is the floor, it feels like right now. These guys playing so high and fast. Turbo Pulsa now, matching alongside Fairy Peak. He'll get it past the sub player. Remco and Devo both on the wall. Turbo needs to be careful in goal. He'll get the save. Look at this guy go, playing that one away. Last defender doesn't matter. He's cool as a cucumber.
Mystic, K-Dop, and Fairy Peak are working together. That pass from Fairy Peak was insane off the corner, and they are all trusting each other. K-Dop wants to try and sink these in.
Devo on the wall. Plays it away. Turbo, follow-up. Consecutive touches from Northern Gaming has them on offense. Devo will miss that one, but gets a bump on Fairy Peak. Opening up space, the fake from Remco. It's a 1v1. He passes across the field, and Fairy Peak will put it back into the corner. Close one there from Fairy Peak. But Northern Gaming keeps the offense going. Who will score the first goal of our second series? Fairy Peak to play this one down. Devo into the air. Turbo Pulsa to follow. Now Mystic down the field towards the goal. Nobody's home. Mystic strikes.
I don't know. Remco was in the air. Did he get bumped by a teammate, or did he try and pre-jump this? Devo and Remco smashed into each other, and there's no way with that momentum will Remco be able to follow through with that save. But Mystic, the first goal of the series, last time they let it get carried away, was it 6-1?
6-1 in the first game, and here we see Mocket striking first. Very different than our game number 1 from the first best of 7. K-Dop will take another shot. Remco, the backwards clear. Devo downfield. Turbo Pulsa in position. The pass plays from Northern Gaming moving it down, but Turbo did not get the touch he was looking for, and it'll end up back at the midfield. Mystic to transition onto offense. Devo takes it off of his hood, puts it back onto the corner. Turbo looking. He'll be airborne, trying to take the shot, but misses as well. He goes to bounce Fairy Peak, but nobody's there to make the shot. It'll remain near the Mocket Gaming box, Mocket eSports box. But no goal's going to happen here. K-Dop gets the save once more. We'll stay at the 1-0 lead for Mocket.
This is that pressure that Northern can turn on, but now with 1 goal down, they might need to take some risks. They're still playing safe, bailing on a lot of 50-50s, just letting Mocket eSports take some control.
Turbo out of the corner, Remco, play it back. Goes on the bump for Fairy Peak, does not make contact. Devo comes in towards the backboard. Mystic with the read. Now Turbo pulls in a long shot, double defense, will make that an easy clear. K-Dop onto the backboard. Mystic almost double taps it in. K-Dop's in position, and Fairy Peak lurks at the midfield. Transitioning in the 3-man offensive rotation from Mocket. They'll loosen up a bit. Mystic in the midfield. Gets caught in no man's zone. K-Dop now down. Devo. Play it up the top. Mystic demoed in the midfield. Breaking up the offensive rotations, opening up some space from Northern Gaming here. But they'll have their working on defense. So that just strengthens the back line of Mocket. Fairy Peak will take the shot. Devo makes the save, and Remco gets the clear. Such a close situation there for Northern Gaming, and they survive, keeping this at a 1-0 game. Final minute here in game number 1, and Mocket is looking strong. Beat Devo. Remco, Turbo Pulsing now to play it down the field. Can they get there? Devo to try and put it high. K-Dop will be able to get the clear, but it's soft. Mystic needs to follow this up. Put it down, Turbo and Devo in the air again. Defensive mistake there that Remco was not able to clear away fully. Mocket's gonna keep the pressure on. Mystic eventually will finally punish here, and Mocket is up by 2.
With 30 seconds left, now we're seeing the pressure from Mocket eSports. K-Dop pushing it to the side, Devo not coming from net, and a good cut from Mystic will give them a 2-goal lead.
That is substantial here for Mocket. After having so many close games in that last series, they now lead by 2. The longest lead we saw was that first game. This is entirely different. This is anything but that. The shot from Remco, solid, but K-Dop with the save off to the side. 18 seconds remaining. They need this goal right now, and it'll go away. This is going to be so difficult to come back into this game right here for Northern Gaming. As K-Dop plays it down, Devo takes the shot. It'll go in 9 seconds. Very possible. Can they do it, Carpet?
This is where I expect to see them taking the risk, and maybe it'll help Northern Gaming take risks in future games in this series. Devo did put it straight towards K-Dop, but he had to make a pre-jump, not knowing where the shot would go with 9 seconds left. Can Northern Gaming tie this up?
It'll depend on this kickoff. Very peak in the air. Turbo needs to win this out. He doesn't. It just drops straight down. Remco gets the save. Needs to keep this one alive, but you know Mocket's going to be trying to kill it. It'll touch down. Mocket will take game number 1. They're bouncing back after dropping the first series.
They only need to take this series, and it will be it for them. This is the final series, ladies and gentlemen, and another 1-goal game. They're keeping it so close. They're playing so safe. Not a lot of risks still from either team.
K-Dop with 5 saves here. So many saves. They lead the nation. They lead the league in savior medals and in hat tricks. 3 shots apiece here from Mocket as they continue to show why they were able to make the upper bracket run here. They've only lost 1 time, and that was in the previous series to Northern Gaming.
And Mocket, we saw it against NRG, and we're seeing it now. I love the way they turned from defense to offense so quickly and so confidently. They positioned themselves accordingly to get ready for anything Northern Gaming can throw their way. Yes, we see a lot of times Northern Gaming can just keep it in their half for minute after minute after minute, but they're not really struggling to keep it out, again, because none of those risks are being taken, and they're still able to gather enough boost to play defense.
You know I love you. How many times you have said risk in the last moment, and I have not once mentioned brisk. Just going to point that out there. 8 saves here from Mocket eSports. And I always want to say, we've talked a lot about how making saves is kind of a sign of a poor defense, actually. It means that you're allowing shots to be taken. But here, it doesn't matter for Mocket eSports, as they have been able to have the goal line defense and get the win time and time again. We'll see if they can continue on here. Will they extend their lead, or will Northern Gaming bounce back? Will they be able to tie it up at 1 apiece? We will find out on Manfield. It'll be Mystic, set to go, and Remco on the kickoff. This one pretty neutral. Turbo Pulsa will end up winning it out. Northern Gaming will start on the offense, but that's 3 players committed up. This is a breakaway. Is that going to just go straight in? It'll bounce off the post. K-Dop will put it in. That's Mocket striking early on an overcommitment from Northern.
An interesting start for Northern Gaming. Remco and Devo find themselves in the corner. Fairy Peak did get bumped up by Turbo Pulsa, so he did his job and almost got the save, which would have been incredible, but K-Dop again following through. His positioning has been phenomenal.
Mocket looking so good in the second best of 7. Last time we had a bracket reset was Flipside versus Mocket in Season 2. And Flipside had full control of both series. Right now, Mocket looking to reverse it on Northern Gaming. You know it felt good for Mystic to get the win there in game number 1. We'll see if he can do it again here in game 2. But Devo up to the side. Turbo Pulsa now in the air. Trying to wrap this one around. Remco in the back, the 3rd man for Northern Gaming. He misses on the wall. Turbo Pulsa has to fall back quickly as Mystic's just going to take the shot. Turbo gets there in time and clears it away. Stays at a 1-goal game as the first minute will come and go here. No more scoring happening. This is just the 1-0 lead for Mocket.
It's the first demolition we've seen in some time. Fairy Peak and Turbo, where Turbo will meet him out at the box.
Mystic, the pass towards K-Dop. Remco will try to interrupt. Pop it high. K-Dop now across the field. Devo chases and Remco moves into goal. Fairy Peak comes out to try to set up his teammates, but it goes far. Remco will move out of goal. They'll reverse the direction of the rotation, get it over the top of Mystic. Good opportunity for Northern Gaming, but it'll be cleared off the backboard by K-Dop, and Turbo Pulsa will look to keep that pressure on. Remco in the middle, circling around. Just looking for an opportunity, but the presence from Mocket is too much. He'll have to fall back on the defense. The push through from Fairy Peak. Remco clears at the last moment possible, and he'll go looking for the transition here. They're going to try and tie it up on this one.
Seems that Mystic on top of the leaderboard for his team this time. 3 shots for him with a save and an assist. He really has found a way to work well with these 2 players.
Turbo pulls it down the field. Fairy Peak in. Put it into the corner. Devo with the touch up high. Turbo Pulsa not get through. Remco now down. Devo misses in the midfield. Mystic's going to take a free shot. Nobody's there. Remco's out of boost. That's going to be 2 goals again here for Mocket.
Another mistake from Northern Gaming and Mocket. Since they're playing safe, they can capitalize so easily. Devo wanted to get that touch at midfield. That's the slight risk you try and take when you want to try and play aggressive, but if you miss it, that's exactly what happens. And Remco, with no boost, couldn't pull them out.
Now remember, this is a best of 7. We play a lot of best of 5s here in the RLCS, but this one you have to win 4 games to win the win here. And right now, Mystic and company going to try and extend their lead. They got the 1 game under their belt, looking to make it 2 right now. Right here at halftime, plenty of time to come back into this for Northern Gaming and tie up the series at 1 apiece. They're going to have to get some scoring going on. Right now, it's been all Mocket. That long breakaway might do it. It's just going to go in. Remco off the sidewall makes it a 1-goal game.
There's quite the pinch, and unfortunate for Mocket, it went directly into net. That did touch off Fairy Peak last, as the trail for the ball was blue, so it touched a Mocket player before it went into the net. And Remco probably has no problem accepting that goal for his own.
That was from the deepest part of the corner. That is literally the longest shot you can make on the field.
Yeah.
And Remco makes that one happen off the pinch. 1-goal game right here at halftime. Northern Gaming very much alive in game number 2. But very little semblance of offensive pressure so far, which we've been able to see them do time and time again in that first series. Need to get some of that going again if they want to be able to take it to Mocket. Came in through the winner's bracket. The near perfect run here. The World Championship. Remco in the air over the top of Mystic. Now Devo with the follow-up. K-Dop and try and clear that one away. Puts it away from the inbound Devo, and then they get the transition as well. K-Dop on the front line of that one. In the 1 position, drops it to the Fairy Peak in the 2. It'll be Mystic rotating back. Put that one over the top, back in the middle. Fairy Peak looking for an opportunity. He'll go, fall back and get the boost. Size up Remco, who gets it past him cleanly. Devo on the top, up towards the backboard. Mystic, his touch is soft. Turbo might be able to work with this one. Devo, can he get it up? No, it'll be Mystic who saves it and clears it away. And we'll stay at a 1-goal game here. Mocket holding on to the lead with 1:28 left to go.
Remco wants to try and mount an opportunity. Devo found himself trying to juke.
Can he do it?
Can he?
Pinches, Devo's there. He's gonna roll up the wall again. Turbo might go for this. He's gonna move up quickly. He's back into the middle. Remco with an opportunity. Can he fake him out? He does, gets it underneath him. Remco, the veteran, ties up the game.
Somehow keeping his cool with all this pressure on his back. Fairy Peak did everything he could, but with the situation he had to contest that. And just a bit too far, he tried to jump over Remco, waited until the last second, waited till he made the dedication for the second flip, and then shot it right past him.
Multiple setups there from Northern Gaming working out in their favor, and it was only a matter of time before they were able to get the shot. A beautiful play from Remco past the monster defender of Fairy Peak, who has been on fire here on Sunday. K-Dop will play that one over the side. Remco pinch it high. Final minute of gameplay, and it's all tied up, folks. K-Dop to shoot it downfield. Devo onto the side, over the top of Fairy Peak. Look at this car control. He's on the 1 position after being in the 3. Gonna try and move this one into the corner. Gets a demo onto 1 now. Looks for K-Dop in net as Turbo Pulsa will try to wrap this one through. It's Remco now back into the box. Fairy Peak is there to put it up to his teammate K-Dop. They're looking for the cherry pick, but this one Turbo Pulsa will be able to shut down. As Fairy Peak over the top, 30 seconds remaining. In regulation, we stay right here. We'll go to overtime. We've been there plenty of times already in this grand finals. Turbo pulls it down the field. Remco to try and put it into the middle. It goes high above the goal. Mystic now. Devo downfield. Remco lurking. Gets the demo on to K-Dop. Fairy Peak with the solid clear. Turbo pulls it in. It goes through. The defensive rotation breaks down on the demolition, and Northern Gaming has the lead.
And pulling them out of boost, Fairy Peak had nothing after coming off the wall, and the demolition on his teammate left them with nothing left. With 10 seconds, Northern Gaming may tie up the series.
They could pull this one off. They get it at a game apiece, 10 seconds left, so they only got to hold on to, but we've seen Mocket get the buzzer beaters. K-Dop, the one who could easily do this here. Fairy Peak now in the air, but Remco over the top, nobody in the back. They sent the house, they'll slam it down, and Northern Gaming ties it up.
Another one-goal game. These teams could not be closer in skill and in play style at the moment. They are waiting for the perfect opportunity. We see so many passes just given up to the other team because the moment they touch it, they're like, that's not going to be anything too great. Let's just reconsider that. We're going to drop back a bit, let them make a drive, let them try the same thing, but then a lot of times their opponents will then make a hit like, not that great.
For sure.
A lot of back and forth, a lot more ping pong than we've seen. And usually when you see a lack of contest, a lot less 50-50s, that's usually when they're playing a little bit safer. They're trying to play a bit slower, really slowing the pace of the game down because they don't want to get caught off guard with silly goals. But we did see a crazy pinch from the corner, ended up giving Northern Gaming one of their goals this game.
Yeah, those sorts of situations you have to be able to account for. You have to be prepared for those long pinches, which is why they often leave a player in the back. It has been the defensive game on both series here of who can be able to block, who can be prepared for anything that is being thrown at them. 9 shots on both sides of the ball here, and yet Northern Gaming comes out with the win.
And I don't really know who's on top right now. Obviously, it's really hard to tell. Always one goal difference, one tiny mistake potentially. Northern Gaming is starving better, and they're keeping their attacks longer. But whenever Mocket controls the ball at all, I can start telling there's a really good opportunity showing up. They can turn it on so quickly, and Northern Gaming's trying to go for the long stretch.
Game number 3 inbound. And who will be able to win? Make some noise, Los Angeles. I want to hear you cheering for these two teams. Both of them so deserving of the title of world champion, but there can only be one. And this could be Northern Gaming's year. After living in the shadow of Flipside, they've finally broken through. But Mocket eSports also having to deal with that Titan. They are gone now, and this could be their year. After coming 1 game short last season, this could be it. It's only a matter of time to find out. Turbo Pulsa wrapping this high. K-Dop out towards Fairy Peak on the wall. It'll be Devo who pushes it through. Turbo Pulsa over the top, winning the 50-50 in the air. Remco with an opportunity, open net, tries to pass towards Turbo. Turbo not ready for that, will drop back, allow Devo to rotate in. Keep the pressure going. We've seen this so many times from Northern Gaming. A solid clear there from K-Dop. We'll move it downfield, and Mystic will be loose in the enemy net. Fairy Peak wins the 50-50. Keeps the ball in the orange for just a moment longer, and now the drop. Devo trying to take a shot. Doesn't make contact. Remco will get blocked away by K-Dop. Now it's Mystic. Remco into this corner. That's not the touch he was looking for. Devo has to make the goal line block there to keep it away. Still a very dangerous position here for Northern Gaming as they are all bunched up on the wrong side of the field. Fairy Peak to try and take the shot. It's right there in front of the goal. Remco with the save, but K-Dop in. Devo pushes it away. They hold on the goal line and push it back into the blue.
Mystic trying to stay in that midfield to continue this, and here he is now. Although he's running low on boost, Turbo Pulsa didn't get the best shot. Will they be able to push this back out?
3:27 left to go. A game apiece in the series right now. Best of 7, first of 4 is the world champion for season 3. Fairy Peak out towards Mystic, the pass play, an open net even, but they do not connect. Would have been the lead in the game. We're still scoreless here, 3:06 left to go. Another open net there, but on the transition, a bit more expected. Turbo Pulsa to try and take a shot, blocked away by Fairy Peak. That man has so many saves, so much defensive power brought by Fairy Peak right now. Mystic out towards the wall. Fairy Peak to put it into the middle. Remco does not make contact, but it bounces off the crossbar. The demolition by Fairy Peak. So much setup, everything going right for Mocket except for the final shot into the net.
They're positioning so passively, it's hard for them to close that gap so quickly. And only 2 shots for Northern Gaming and 3 for Mocket eSports. Again, so quiet from both of these teams.
Playing the defensive game, just like the last series. Oftentimes the finals end up this way. Turbo Pulsa will put it down, carry it on the wall. Fast-paced play out to Devo, onto the backboard. Remco falls over to the middle boost, trying to move up and challenge Mystic. Get it, off of the light touch, get another one past K-Dop. Bounce it up into the air. Turbo Pulsa's airborne, but does not like his options. He'll go for the screen instead, allow Devo to shoot, but Fairy Peak picks this one up. Remco rotating in very, very tightly. Luckily, Turbo's there to play it away, but now Mocket threatening to put that first goal on. Can this be the goal that determines the leader in the series? One a game apiece right now in our best of 7.
Mystic keeping it close. K-Dop up for the shot. He will put it.
Oh,
Just under the crossbar.
Oh, Fairy Peak puts this one in. There's the accuracy they need, and he's got the goal.
Following each other up, and this first shot from K-Dop so beautifully placed. All three teammates from Northern Gaming attempting to make the save, and Fairy Peak knew he had quite an opportunity to give themselves the first goal of the game.
Even if the three teammates hadn't committed, the speed at which Fairy Peak pounced on that drop down gave them the goal. I doubt that there would have been any follow-up from Northern Gaming, as they are now down by 1. The shot, was it go to? No, Remco gets the save. Putting it away, here comes K-Dop over the top. It's gonna drop down in front of Mystic. He'll take the shot, it's 2-0 for Mocket.
There it is now, finally gaining a bit of control, getting some grasp on these plays. K-Dop goes straight for the top. He ends up pinching it off of Turbo Pulsar, and Mystic finding himself in a good place. And this is the positioning that's so threatening for Mocket eSports. They spread out, they trust each other, and they try and be as many steps ahead as they can.
But we've seen them here before. Northern Gaming able to bounce back at the last possible moment. A best of 7 every game. Be the difference maker here. 1:14 left to go, and it's Mystic on the back wall alone with the ball. He'll loft it in the corner. The demo on Fairy Peak opens up so much space. Can Turbo Pulsar get there before K-Dop? He'll pinch it into the middle, but K-Dop goes for the read, puts it back into the middle, and now Remco over the top. He'll look to set up Devo in the midfield, but Devo falls back, seeing that the pass would go high. Tries to challenge in the corner, allows Turbo to move up. Such solid offensive rotations right now from Northern Gaming as they look to bounce back in the game. Remco to Devo, such close contact there. The Mystic interrupts and gets the save. Defense from Mocket on par with anything I've seen right now. Turbo in the midfield gets cleared over the top of both Turbo and Remco. Fairy Peak does not have the angle to get that, but Mocket will stay on the offense with 30 seconds left. Northern Gaming needs a goal immediately to have time to think about the buzzer beater to tie it up. Right now, they're just struggling to get the ball out of their own half. You see all of Mocket retreated back on defense, playing so defensively right now. They know, they're just encouraging Northern Gaming, press into us, come on. You aren't gonna be able to get through us. We have been playing the best defense of Rocket League you've ever seen right now. 4 seconds remaining, so little time. The clock will hit 0, and that'll be it for this one. Mocket eSports gonna take the lead in the series. Game 3 will go to them, and Northern Gaming is gonna like to bounce back in Game 4.
These two teams right now, neck and neck, game for game, trading it back and forth. Northern Gaming weren't really able to ride the high of winning that first series. It seems that Mocket eSports didn't want to give up that first one as nicely as they gave it up in the first series. They don't want to give them 6 goals this time. Not that many, but this is probably the biggest score margin we've seen in so long. Look, 2-0.
2-0 here, and Mocket with 8 shots there, where Northern Gaming only had 3. Very, very different from the last game we saw where they were both tied up at 9. Here, Mocket eSports with so much power and keeping Northern Gaming trapped in their own half. Very few offensive opportunities for Northern Gaming, and as you can see, no goals to show for it.
And they're just trying to find the moment that someone's staggering for boost and the moment that someone can't find themselves in the right place. Really only 5 saves from Northern Gaming and 3 from Mocket eSports. In the scheme of how many shots these teams can put up, that's not that many. Granted, it's a lot of registered saves as well. And since there were 5 shots, I mean, 2 of them did go in for Mocket eSports. Still slow play, not that surprising, but it's gonna slowly grind these guys down. I mean, this is the endurance. 2 best of 7s back to back. They've been playing all day. They must be so tired. They just wanna make sure they can keep the mental game strong.
And the most interesting statistic from that game for me was that Mocket only had to make 3 saves. A team that has been making nearly double-digit saves every game so far in this grand finals only had 1 apiece there, as they were able to keep that ball in Northern Gaming's half. Offensive pressure, a huge part of this series right now. Who is able to maintain it? Very few teams right now. Neither team really going for the counterplay, the quick counterplay and then the fallback. Both teams going for the siege. It's a matter of who can keep it up the longest there. Remco down to Turbo. They'll play that one over the top. We're in Game 4, the grand finals. Mocket leading by 1. Try and extend that here. Mystic dropping it towards the box. Turbo Pulsar plays it away. Tries to pinch it off. Remco now to carry this one through the air. Turbo Pulsar into the corner. Devo looking for the opportunity. Go and just look for the pass to Remco into the box. He'll go for the shot. He'll put it in. The veterans are back, folks, and Northern Gaming's got the lead.
This started with a double commit from Mocket eSports probably 10 seconds prior. Fairy Peak spent the last 15 seconds struggling to find boost. His own teammate took the corner from him, but what are you going to do? They both needed it severely. He tried to pick up some pads across the net while he could, but by the time he came back around, he wasn't able to do anything to contest that. Northern Gaming take the lead.
And with how defensive this series has been, that is a very early goal from Northern Gaming. See if they can put another one in, or will Maka be able to tie it back up? Fairy Peak out across the field, nobody in position to do anything with that. It'll be Turbo and Remco who move out. Mystic to play that one down into the midfield. Solid clear. The demos from Remco. Devo over the top. Mystic in the back will slow this one down. We'll try to flick it over the top of Turbo, who kills it in the midfield. That's a second demo there in the backfield of Mocket. Remco will play it over to the side. Turbo Pulsa followed over and away. Carried on the wall, trying to push it past. Fairy Peak plays it high. Kate up in the air in support. Put it on the backboard. Fairy Peak looks for the opportunity to shoot, but Devo is there first, clearing it long ways down the field. Mystic has to fall back. 3:33 left to go, and it's the 1-goal lead right now for Northern.
We can see Remco trying to support his team. There's a shot to try and force the defender to go back, but K-Dop will easily clear that to the corner.
K-Dop keeps it there. Turbo to try and take another shot here. K-Dop down the field. Mystic in the mid, watching for his opportunity. He'll go up quickly, but that's 2 players up. Devo went up as well. He gets the save! What, are you kidding me? He was in the air, lands, and immediately pops back up, getting the defensive play. Fairy Peak can't get it through. Northern holds on to their lead.
And that was definitely communication, or maybe Devo with just insane awareness. He did make that initial jump for the first save, but the moment he realized he shouldn't be going, he backflipped, tried to land and get ready for the second save. A good push from Mocket eSports, but they could not push it past Devo.
Only 1 player in the backfield. K-Dop will rotate in quickly. Fairy Peak will get it out by himself, but there's Devo with the shot downfield. Turbo will look to set it up on the backboard one more time. Remco slowing this down considerably. Approaching halftime, and it's still the 1-goal lead for Northern Gaming. They are trailing in the series by 1 game. A win here would tie it up at 2 apiece. Our best of 7 for the world title. Devo lurks in net. Remco on the wall, gets played past by K-Dop. Devo now with the challenge. We'll go for second touch and win it out. Went for second touch again after Mystic, but Mystic there, 2 wins in a row, puts it all the way to the box. Remco has to play it over the top of K-Dop. It's just Fairy Peak in the back. K-Dop is keeping it there. Devo is keeping it away, rather, from the last defender. K-Dop will be able to keep it out of the goal. Just dropping down here, Turbo to Remco to Devo. Possibly, no, it'll be straight back to Turbo. Devo now in for the second shot. Solid defensive wall again. Demo on Devo. Relieves pressure for just a moment, but he'll spawn back on the back line. Turbo will put it over to the side. It'll bounce straight back out. Devo looking for it. He'll fall back. Allow Fairy Peak to shoot down. Turbo across the field, 1:30 left to go. And after that initial goal scored in the first 30 seconds, it's been all back and forth here. Neither team with really solid opportunities. Maka with a few decent shots, but shut down by the monster defense from Northern Gaming. They're struggling to get anything on target right now.
The one thing Mocket excels at, they have 4 shots on target, and nearly all of them have been massive threats. They definitely seize their opportunities, but they don't continue that pressure on Northern Gaming, so they always have time to recalibrate and figure out how to work together.
Oh, Mystic had a great opportunity there, but he puts it over to the side. Turbo, a lot of space there by Northern Gaming. Fairy Peak lost this one. K-Dop looking for a soft shot. Opts for the top of his car. Fairy Peak in for the shot. He'll tie up the game after pulling out the defense. Mocket's done it. They found the chink in the armor.
This first touch from K-Dop, and then Devo went for it. Remco ended up leaving for boost. I don't know what possessed him to do that. He really had trust in Devo. That first touch from K-Dop, though, fantastically placed, using its car to rotate around and put it towards the back wall.
With 48 seconds left, now it's all tied up. Anybody can take this game, number 4. Double miss in the middle. Devo will take a strong shot towards the goal, but Fairy Peak saving things like he has been all series long. Gets that one away. Remco keeps that pressure on from the corner. Turbo comes in. The great 1-2 pass, and Northern Gaming's back in the lead.
Simple, but it works. You can see even with 33 seconds left, Remco just takes 2 circles in the corner. Centers it once. No, that doesn't work. All right, centers it again. That time Turbo Posta was able to outpace Mocket eSports. Will they tie up the series wave?
Masterful play. I could easily see Mocket tying this one back up, though. They play it over towards Mystic. They'll drop this one straight down. Remco there. 20 seconds left for Mocket to force overtime with 1 goal. Fairy Peak will put it towards K-Dop. Mystic in the air. Play away. Back up into the wall. Turbo Pulsa down the field. Final countdown. They have to get this out of their own half. K-Dop puts it into the orange. The beginning, is there anybody in the middle? No, it's Turbo Pulsa who interrupts first, final second. They have to keep it in the air. Here's the opportunity though. K-Dop lofts this high. Fairy Peak puts it back in. Can Mystic get there? No, Devo puts it over to the side. They can wrap this back around, but you know Devo's just gonna carry it all the way. Does he do it? He does it in style. The buzzer beater from one end to the other. Devo says goodbye, and we've tied it back up.
I can't tell if these teams like each other or not. One game for a game, for a game for a game. They're just gonna trade it back and forth. Either that or they really want this to be the most intense finals we've had so far here at LAN. We've had a bracket reset. Northern Gaming took it 4 games to 2, and now we are tied up 2 games to 2 games. Another 2-goal series though, although that last one,
back and forth, man.
That last goal, I don't really count.
So many games happening here. It's basically a best of 3 at this point. Next 2 wins takes the title. Honestly, I feel the Game 7 coming on right now. They are going back and forth, all of these games so close. Northern Gaming eking out the win after being beaten pretty soundly in the last game by Mocket here.
Yep.
So back and forth. It's just a matter of who is able to make the chess moves around.
And this, if there's anything this series can show you, it's how important it is to never make mistakes. These teams are capitalizing on one tiny mistake for any single team, and it really has been playing the mental game. I don't know why Remco decided to leave net that one time. Devo went up for the save. He had a lot of faith in his teammate, but it's those little tiny hiccups, those little communications. Why did Devo get it? Well, it was tough. On the back wall, coming out hard. He wanted to read the bounce. He couldn't get there in time, and Remco opted for boost instead. Now, if he had no boost, I get it. How are you going to save a ball with no boost sitting on the ground? But either way, it's just those tiny little mistakes. They're both trying to find a way to tear into each other one shot at a time.
I think my favorite moment so far from this series was Remco on that wall in the corner, trying to set it up one time. He gets played straight back to him. He just rotates right back around on the wall, plays it straight back into the middle. A beautiful setup. Turbo capitalizes, and so far, we've got a tie series in our grand finals. 2 wins apiece. We'll go into Game 5, guaranteed at least Game 6. And what is essentially now the best of 3 to win it. Who will it be? Whose year is this? The question on everybody's mind. Both organizations looking for it for so long. Northern Gaming, the dynasty from Europe. One of our big 3 that ended up at LAN. They will try to do it again here. After falling short into 3rd place 2 seasons in a row, they're looking for that title. First 30 seconds come and go quietly in Game 5. Remco will try to play this one down. Turbo Pulsa with the opportunity, but Mystic will shut it down. More pace, more closeness. Able to close it out. Devo, Turbo Pulsa. Trying to move out together. Remco on the wall. Or coming out from goal, rather. We'll be able to put it back into the corner. Fairy Peak to try and play this one out. Cheers coming out from the crowd again. For staying engaged in this match and cheering for these 2 teams, both of them playing so well. Demo and Mystic in the backfield will open up a power play opportunity here, but he'll spawn right back basically in the same place he was demoed. They'll keep moving this one down. Turbo Pulsa now, bouncing around the corner. Again, the defensive rotations, the defensive plays. Neither team wanted to be the one to make the mistake. K-Dop going in the air, but you see both of his teammates positioned so far in the back. You go for an air dribble play like that, it's so easy to immediately get pounced on and get the counterplay going for Northern Gaming. They're gonna hang way far in the back. Neither team wanting to be the one to make the mistake right now.
And one step ahead, we see even out there on defense, Fairy Peak coming out.
Oh, Devo! The defensive plays, they are insane right now. It's been Devo, honestly, on the side of Northern Gaming that's been keeping their goal clean. Fairy Peak's been a big part of it on the other side, but now K-Dop finally gets the opportunity. No one's blocking that one. It's Mocket in the lead.
Here in the name, can't stop the K-Dop for a reason. I don't know if that's the whole name. It's a lot of words, but either way, he's accurate when he gets it. He's able to put it down underneath the defender, and so quick again. Defense to offense, no hesitation. They position up, they take the shots.
Yeah, right now the 1-2 passes are working on both sides of the ball. See if they can keep it up. Remco plays this one across. Devo's coming back from kickoff. He'll pass up to Remco. Great coordination there from the 2 players. Turbo Pulsa has it into the corner. K-Dop in net. He'll go up onto the wall, allow Mystic to rotate in behind him. That's just 3 players kind of baited into the corner right now by Northern Gaming. The ball's spending so much time here. Mystic, great 50-50 in the air to play that one back into the orange, but Turbo Pulsa will be able to pick it up as there was no follow-up immediately from Mocket. K-Dop tries to put it through. Turbo over to Devo. Ball spending a lot of time in that orange corner, but Remco not being pulled in. Here he'll move out as his teammates have moved into the blue. KDOP will stop that one. They have to rotate back. Cross halftime, still just a 1-goal game. Turbo Pulsa over to Remco. Shot towards the net. KDOP makes the save in from the side, and they'll go for the transition. Mystic to Fairy Peak. They do not connect, but they do have the ball into the orange corner, and now KDOP to try and press this one on, keep their advantage going, see if they can get that siege going again, as both these teams have fallen a little bit more back into rotating back and forth, going for counter plays.
They really have, and they get so quickly, make it back to their own nets to get ready for another hard clear, just shoving it right back in their opponents to see how they deal with it.
Ooh, ooh, does it go in? No, Devo just falls from the heavens like a stone gate, just plopping straight down, says, "You shall not pass," and blocks it back out, and he has the ball back up on offense now. Everybody in the air as the ball does not end up in anybody's net, but 1:28 left to go. Northern Gaming still looking for that first goal in this game.
Right now, Maka's only needed to make one save. Northern Gaming has a single shot on net. They are getting stuffed out by Maka eSports.
Devo, I want to say he has 4 saves. This guy is incredible on the defense right now. I just want to say, in the last grand finals, there was a massive overtime. The longest overtime in RLCS history happened, 7 minutes and some odd seconds. And Devo was playing on Maka eSports at the time. This guy's defensive prowess is what kept that game going on for so long. Flipside pounded so many shots in, and here he's doing it again, but finally Mystic finds another hole in the armor. 50 seconds left, down by 2. It looks like Maka's gonna take the lead again.
This shot needs to get watched. Look at this shot.
Oh my goodness.
Not just was he able to get the angle, but right in the corner. How would you say that even if you were on the ground? And there again, going straight from midfield, one touch, into the corner, and then another touch into the net. No hesitation. 2 goals up.
Getting it away from Devo. Important right now. Just don't have him be in the net. He is stopping everything. Turbo Pulsa now airborne. Northern Gaming down by 2 with 30 seconds left. Oh, and that's an open net. Can Mystic finish this off? He'll put it in. That's the nail in the coffin for game 5. Maka eSports going to be taking the lead again here. 30 seconds left. I don't think it's enough for Northern Gaming to come back.
Yeah, I usually wouldn't call it just in case, but with how defensive both of these teams have been playing, Northern Gaming will need to throw everything they can right now at Maka, and I don't think they're going to concede any more than maybe a single goal. But again, trading back and forth in the games, this follows the pattern.
It does, but this pattern means Maka eSports is going to win at this point. If they continue to take the first game, Northern Gaming has to find a way to win 2 in a row at this point if they are going to be able to take it over Maka. Over the European champions. They won the region and now they're looking for the world. Remco gets the Savior medal, but it doesn't matter. Saves don't win you games. Maka eSports 1 game away from being the champions of Season 3. And they know they can taste it.
And these teams, especially Maka, does not perform poorly under pressure. From getting reset, losing games heavily, they still are able to keep their heads up. Mystic, seeking a bit of vengeance against a team that dropped him after last season. Fairy Peak, the confident newcomer, and KDOP, an experienced player who's looking to finally find that trophy in his hands. They're performing well, but they're still letting games up to Northern Gaming. These games are close. That's the biggest margin we've seen so far this series.
Yes.
3-0.
3-0, 12 shots in total coming out from Maka, only having to make 2 saves to the 10 from Northern Gaming. They had to play so much defense. Devo was half of that here. And these guys, what are they going to do? They have to change it up. They have to be able to create the pressure we saw in the first series. Again, they have to be able to take it to Maka if they want to do it. They have to do it 2 games in a row, because right now, Maka, sitting pretty. They win this next one, they win it all.
And it seems that they are both interrupting each other's plays quite a bit, but Maka can turn it on them so quickly. And it maybe feels that Northern Gaming is struggling a little bit to find themselves in between their opponents. You don't want to allow these passing plays that they're clearly so good at. The placements from all 3 of these players, KDOP, Mystic, Fairy Peak, impeccable. You can't beat it.
Will this be the last game of the RLCS World Championship Season 3? Or will we get one more? Will we go to the Game 7? I want the Game 7, but I also want to see the best Rocket League we can, and Maka is giving it to us right now. KDOP and Mystic in the back here. We'll try to play it away. And I want to hear this great crowd and the way that they have been cheering all weekend long. These guys are so close to being the champions. Can they do it here? Will Northern Gaming take us to the game 7? Turbo Pulsa to drop it through, trying to make the run, but Remco will play it in the back corner. The third man back, he'll sweep it over the top of 2. Now he's got ball control and got Devo in support off to the side.
Nice contest.
Go high, Devo looking for the opportunity. Nobody on the backboard, but 3 players miss. The ball just goes out into the middle. Turbo has to sweep into the back. They'll try to reset. Get it over the top of Fairy Peak's good, but K-Dop's right there. A lot of time to read that one, and he'll be able to put it in the orange.
Fairy Peak retreating back the moment that they did lose control. Just smart on him, but again, playing the safe card instead.
Remco moving down the field with the ball, but just underneath it, airborne. Devo takes a shot, and Fairy Peak will get the save. It's been Devo and Fairy Peak on the defense for of their respective teams. First minute comes and goes quietly, but here comes Northern Gaming threatening to score early here in game 6. Turbo Pulsa to try and wrap it around. Devo now down the field. Drops, cannot make contact. Fairy Peak will shoot it into the corner. Turbo Pulsa back. Mystic now, and then Devo. Trading, alternating touches here between the teams. Either team able to gain full ball control right now. They play the counter game, they play the clear game. Turbo Pulsa puts this one high. Remco's up, he should be able to make it, but no! Mystic comes from the side. The lateral saves have been happening all series long. Devo's gonna try and make it happen again, but now K-Dop shoots it away. He's out in the middle, and Turbo Pulsa shoots down the field towards the goal. Mystic one more time, saves it away. The defense has been the story all season long, all series long here, and Mystic is keeping it alive. We're scoreless with 3:05 left to go.
Somehow able to pull it off, and you can tell that the moment a single ball goes unanswered on the backboard, it's a massive threat. Northern Gaming with 3 incredible shots, but still, Magat eSports defense is nothing to laugh at.
But right now, Northern Gaming is doing the thing that made them so deadly in the first series. They have been on offense for so long now. Magat, feeling those nerves you were talking about, turtling up on the defense. They have to be able to break out and score. Right now, it's all Northern Gaming. That whiff could be a big part of it, though. Fairy Peak, he's already got K-Dop up in advance. He'll look to pinch it in the corner. That's 2 players that had to commit for this. This is not solid play right now from Northern Gaming. They'll get out of it unscathed, but those sorts of mistakes are the things that Magat has been capitalizing on all series long.
They have had full control. 6 shots from Northern Gaming and a single shot from Magat eSports, but they seem to be trusting their saves. Only 3 of the shots have needed to be saved from net.
Fairy Peak able to play that one away, but Devo keeps the pressure on. Turbo Pulsa to wrap that one beautifully around the corner. And it'll go back in the other direction. Good clear to break up the offensive rotation. Northern Gaming has to reset here. Devo's going to try and slow this one down in front of him, but Fairy Peak coming in to tackle. What a great play there by Turbo Pulsa. This gets one into the back. It's off the target. Remco and Devo very closely, tightly positioned there, looking for a bounce. Now this one dropping down. Oh, will they go in? No, the very close situation there. Magat not able to get the goal. Northern Gaming count their lucky stars. That one did not go in, but now Devo going for the fake plays. Can he get this one all the way through? He's got it onto the backboard, uncontested. He'll drop in front of the box, and K-Dop gets the clear, keeping that one away. 1:28 left to go. We are getting so close, and at this point, Magat, they score 1 goal. That could be the difference maker, but Devo in the air to try and drop it down. He does not manage to get it in the goal. Even though they had the bully in the net, it did not matter. Magat trying to play this one back out.
This could be it. Only one player from Magat has boost.
Oh! He gets it through! Remco puts it in! 109's all he's got to do to hold on.
K-Dop was the only player from Magat with boost for the last 20 seconds, and finally Northern Gaming were able to push it through. Remco, the solo play all the way up, trying to tie up the series, bringing it to game 7.
109 on the clock. We've seen Magat do this so many times already. Can Northern Gaming hold on this time, or will Magat send them home right now? It's K-Dop in the air, out to Fairy Peak. Remco in the back, waiting for Devo. Allow Turbo to stay up in the net. Close play there as Devo puts it over to the side. Turbo Pulsa in the back. He's gonna come out of net. Remco rotates in behind him. Mystic now in the air to try and create pressure. A bit of turtling right now from Northern Gaming. The ball spending a lot of time in their half in this final minute. But Devo put this one high. He'll follow it up himself into the corner. K-Dop to try and play it around. Pass Turbo. Remco, the pressure's on. 2 players pinch this one all the way down. It's Devo in the back who has to make the play. He'll put it over the 1 player, but then there's Mystic in to take a shot. Remco puts it up. It's back into the box. Turbo will be able to clear it away. 15 seconds remaining. Turbo's got it past the whole team. Can he put in a securing goal here? No, he gets demoed, removed from the field. 10 seconds remaining though. We've seen a buzzer beater get carried all the way by Northern Gaming. Can Mocket do it, or will we go to game 7? They're right there in front of the goal. Remco makes a save, but there's still the threat in the back. It'll drop down. Will it touch? No, they keep it alive. It's still up. Fairy Peak's in the air. It does not go through. Turbo Pulsa clears it away. So close here from Mocket. They want it right now, but no, it will touch. We will have game 7 in our second best of 7.
Fighting till the very end. Northern Gaming still stay alive, trading game for game. As far as the pattern's concerned, the next game would go to Mocket eSports,
yes.
But I think they both know the pressure is on. Any tiny mistake from here on out, they know the pressure is going to just build up too much. 1 goal game. Every single game in this series has been so immensely close.
The first final we had stayed in the first best of 7. It was A by Power won it in 6 games. I kind of want to say, I don't know this for sure, I feel like even in 2 series here, we've had less goals than we had in that 1 6-game series. This has been so defensive. Northern Gaming wins it with 1 goal here, and we have said that so many times already in this 2 best of 7s right now. It might be 1 goal that decides the championship as we go into game 7, where it is all on the line.
I can feel so much. I can't tell if I'm sweatier than they are. They're probably sweatier than me, to be completely honest. But right now, you can tell the crowd wants it. They want to know who goes home with the trophy. Who is going to be our crown champions today?
We are about to find out. Rocket League's a 5-minute game. Make some noise, Los Angeles. In 5 minutes, we will find out who is our champion. Northern Gaming, Mocket eSports, they've both been close, but they've never been this close. 1 game can decide it all, and we'll stay on Urban Central to find out who are the winners. It'll be Mystic going for the kickoff for the side of Mocket. Devo wins the first touch, but the final one by Fairy Peak over the top. K-Dop now into the side. Can he finish this off? No, it'll be Remco around the edge, and the crowd lighting up for Northern Gaming right now. Finding a new favorite after losing all their North American sweethearts. They will cheer for these guys as long as they can. Mocket, though, trying to do what they could not do last season and win it. K-Dop takes the upside-down shot. It doesn't go in, but Devo will play this one back out to midfield, and now Fairy Peak back down the field. I love these guys playing more aggressive. We got a game on our hands, Carpet.
They both seem to have woken up. The fire's been lit. This is the final game. Whoever wins this will take home the trophy. They will be our crown champions.
We got Remco in the back. Turbo Pulsa in support in the mid. Moving into the corner, Devo on the side wall. He'll move up first. Put it in front of the net. Mystic with the clear. Now Remco moves in for Turbo. They'll fall back as K-Dop is able to put it over the top. Turbo in the back will look to play this off the wall. Solid touch back into the blue, but no immediate support as the touch was so strong. Mystic was able to be there. Now Devo shot down the field. Remco demoed in his own backfield. He'll just spawn in the back again. Be able to get the clear off to the side. Close one there. Savior medal for Remco in the first minute and 15 seconds. This game, as much as it has been aggressive already, still staying true to the story of the match. Defensive game all the way.
They really haven't, but Mocket seemed to be coming out really strong. Mystic used a lot of boost for that. He needs to be careful. Can he get back on defense? Turbo almost with a solo play.
Taking the shot. Devo sets it up for Remco. He's airborne and puts it onto the corner. It drops down, and Devo tries to make contact but does not make the touch. He'll be up on the wall, wrap him back around. Back into the middle. Remco airborne, taking a shot towards the net. Mystic with the save off to the side. And Turbo Pulsa will take another one into the net. Can Devo be there? He puts it through. The 1-2 pass again strikes, and Northern Gaming has the lead.
After getting a reset, will they be able to continue this? Mystic and Fairy Peak bumping into each other, both going for the Spider-Man save, and Devo capitalizes over K-Dop. The first goal goes to Northern Gaming.
The crowd erupts for Devo, the master player. Can he continue to carry his team, or will the European MVP of K-Dop be able to get the vengeance and tie this game back up? K-Dop over the top will take a shot towards the net. Soften off to the side, Turbo Pulsa with the clear, Remco with the follow-up touch after Fairy Peak intercepted. And carry towards the net, goes off to the side. Fairy Peak now trying to pass to Mystic, bit of confusion there on Mocket. Fairy Peak will have to move this one out by himself. He gets it past Remco, but Turbo Pulsa kills it in the corner. Devo makes a quick drift turn and now turns it back around. They'll reverse their rotational direction. And that one will be played high by K-Dop. Remco now into the midfield. Turbo lurking in the back. Again, the breakaways. Both teams terrified of a random pinch deciding their fate. As Mystic tries to shoot this one down, Remco's loose in net. Able to shoot that one away. Diva will play it across the field. We're up past halftime in the final game. The grand finals here in Los Angeles. Only one goal been scored. It could be enough. It was enough in game 6. This ball spends time in the orange corner. Fairy Peak looks to set it up, but misses the touch. Turbo Pulsa will try to capitalize. He'll pounce on that immediately, moving it back downfield. K-Dop to clear across his own net, and Devo is there, ready to put it back into the middle. The shot goes through, but does not make contact with the net. It goes wide. And now Turbo and Remco both up on the wall. Devo's got to be careful in the back. He's going to have 3 Maka players breathing down his neck. Here they come. He's got to make the clear. He makes the defensive play. He's such a monster. The breakaway goes to the other side. 1:25 left on the clock, and it's still the 1-goal game.
Maka needs to turn it up. They can't play safe anymore. They might have to dedicate more than they're comfortable with, but this could be it. This could be the end of them.
Devo to follow it on the wall. Turbo Pulsa lurking in the middle. Available for the pass. He'll move up. Contest on the wall as well. Now K-Dop downfield, slowly, methodically moving this ball into the orange half is Mocket right now. As Devo puts it over the side. Fairy Peak to Mystic. Can they connect on the pass? It's intercepted by Remco and back into the blue. Final minute of game 7. The winner takes home the title of world champion. And Devo to pinch it out to Turbo. The pass across the field. They're playing keep away. If they run down this clock, they win the world championship. Remco into the corner. We see Mocket needing a goal. They have to score to be able to take this one to Northern Gaming right now. K-Dop over to Fairy Peak. 30 seconds remaining. Devo to loft it high. 1 goal for Northern Gaming could secure the game right now as Turbo puts it into the corner again. They're just clearing it over and over again, up and into the back. 17 seconds left here for Mocket. They need this so desperately to get out of their half. Fairy Peak gets it over the top, but there's Remco shutting it down. The final countdown of the final game of the World Series here. Devo to try and put it through, cannot make contact. Remco to shut it down. Will it touch? Fairy Peak carries it high. 1 goal can still tie the game, but Devo will let it touch, and Northern Gaming has done it when they could not for the last 2 seasons. The world champion here in Los Angeles. 3rd place, 2 seasons in a row. And without their star maestro, they come through with Turbo and win what nobody else could.
Devo making himself a household name in Season 2. He proceeds to, in the grand finals, still bring out one of his famed double-tap goals, play well for his team. Both of these teams played so safe. They really tried to slow it down. They wanted full control, but in the end, Northern Gaming came out on top. Another single-goal game.
The single-goal games, the entire series long. These teams playing so defensively, and look at the love on both sides. Defending Europe, it is Northern Gaming's year, the dynasty in flux. We didn't know if they could do it with Turbo, and they did that and more. They made it all the way here to the finals. And look at these champions, ladies and gentlemen.
Living in the shadows of Flipside Tactics, Remco now must feel so good. He's able to pull it on top and with a sub. I cannot believe it. I wonder how Maestro feels right now.
Imagine Maestro has to be so happy for his teammates. And how does Turbo feel knowing that he got to play on this stage? At the last possible moment, he gets alerted that this is going to be his role. And here he is carrying his team all the way and doing what none other could. Here they go, my ladies and gentlemen, your world champions, Northern Gaming. Let's send it over to Joey.
All right, guys, I'm here with our world champions. First off, I would like to ask each of you guys separately, first thoughts right now. How does this feel?
I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. It feels fantastic to be able to win this tournament all the way through the lower bracket. I'm super happy right now. It's actually crazy.
Oh. They love you. They love you. All right, how does it feel?
I have no words. I didn't expect to get this far, so it's great. It's a great feeling.
There it is. Turbo, how's it feel? A little speechless? All right, guys. Well, this is insane. You guys hard-fought battles all the way through, and from where you guys were to today's plays were incredible. And to see you guys you just started heating up and you just started to get rolling, and then before you knew it, everyone's just thinking this is going to be a bracket reset. Were you guys feeling that way when you got into that first series before the reset? What was that like when you guys took that?
You mean against Rogue or against Mocket, the first series?
The first against Mocket, yeah.
I don't know. I was still really nervous after the first series because what if they would win the second best of 7? I don't know. They played really well, even in the first series. I'm surprised we got so many games off of them because their rotation is like nearly perfect. Everything they do is really good usually, and even if they won, they would have deserved it 100%.
Very good to hear. Now, Devo, I've got a kind of interesting question for you. I was speaking, as you guys know, OC's first appearance on the stage, and I was talking to Yummy Cheese Man. He said that the Devo is what they call a double tap goal, and I just wanted to know what you think of that and what you think of that.
Well, to have something named over me, it's very good for me. Yeah, I've come speechless right now.
All right. Now, last but not least, Turbo. Subbing in and showing people that not only can you play, but you can play well on this stage. What's it like subbing in and doing what you did, winning a world championship?
I don't know. I'm just a new over 0 in the house.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, I have some medals for you, I believe. Let's see. I just got in, and our MVP for the championship is Devo. All right, guys. So, Devo, you're the MVP of the entire tournament. Any final words for that?
Thanks for cheering for us. Yeah.
Well done, boys. I'm not going to take any more of your time. Go grab your trophy again for everybody. Enjoy.
What an incredible moment here at the Wiltern in Los Angeles. The entire season building up to this moment. Your world champions, Northern Gaming. And honestly, celebrations across the board. OCE, the new region, coming into the RLCS, showing up in a huge way all weekend long. You had North America and Europe, the gap getting ever closer. NRG making their run throughout the entire tournament, getting into third place. And honestly, a grand final that I know I will not forget anytime soon. And I know everyone here at the Wiltern won't forget anytime soon. And everyone watching online, and just an iconic moment here at the Rocket League Championship Series, World Championships. Once again, congratulations to Northern Gaming. We're back here at the desk. Guys, I am so full of emotion right now. I'm trying to hold myself together here, but Northern Gaming, led by Devo, coming through, your world champions.
And the best moment, not even Game 7, seeing all those players come back, all smiles for Northern Gaming. All these teams are friends, and Devo, I think he needs a hashtag Devo things. He might steal from Jacob. What a performance from him. Turbo coming in as the sub, playing out of his mind, and Remco leading the team, telling Devo, don't worry, I'll play defense, and you can do whatever you want.
I was so happy to see that we finished off on Urban Central. Yes, it was the night version, but that was the map we started on 8 years ago. We get to finish Season 3 on it, and the trophy goes back to Europe.
And again, Devo, he was on that stage in Amsterdam on that Mocket team, finally able to convert to a world championship, and those other teammates there. Turbo coming in as the substitute, such a huge deal.
Really, Devo should share that MVP award when Turbo pulls up.
Yeah.
Turbo coming in, like he said, as an over-zero, as a sub, having to step up on this stage in the grand finals, and really he performed so incredibly. Devo doing Devo things, and Remco, the captain of the squad, just everyone as a unit coming out and getting this win. Huge congratulations to Northern
So
Gaming.
happy for them, but also Mocket, bringing it all the way to 7 games. So close. We had Mystic. He got dropped from Northern Gaming. He brought it all the way down to 7. He actually beat them in the semifinals with a Game 7 goal. So these two teams are so close, and they'll just have to wait till next year.
Yep.
And you could just tell how emotional they were in that post-game interview there. I think all of them